Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my WWE Backlash review for this Sunday, May the 6th, 2018 from Jersey, the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. I like saying it like that, sorry. Even with the fact that WWE and its fans treated this pay-per-view like an afterthought in the way it was hyped, this had no hype at all. Because it was so close after the Greatest Royal Rumble, which got a lot more build-up and a lot more excitement. Heck, we didn't get every title on the line in this card, which was multi-branded. It's kind of weird, kind of full circle moment that this pay-per-view 2 years ago, Backlash, was the first brand-exclusive pay-per-view of the brand split 2.0. Yet 2 years later, it's now the first B-level pay-per-view to be non-brand exclusive, be multi-branded. So brand exclusive pay-per-views are cool. Multi-branded have pros and cons. Pros, get both brands in one night. Cons, not everyone gets booked. Because you didn't see the Cruiserweight title, nor either tag titles on the line. But this pay-per-view had a lot of potential to live up to lack of hype. Especially that opening matchup. But then, it went Battleground 2017 on us. That the first match was the best match, and everything else sucks for the most part. There was one good match with a shitty ending, which many people were calling BULLSHIT bullshit on it not being the main event. But then we saw that ending, we were like happy it wasn't the main event. But then we saw the night's main event. I said a couple years ago that they should never put Lesnar in the main event again after the last couple of Lesnar main events, especially at SummerSlam, sucked balls. Yet, after the night's main event, I think we're going to say not only should they never put Lesnar in the main event again, I think they should also do this. I know they're trying to push his ass and we hate it, but guess what? Until further notice, never put Roman in the main event again! God, the main event sucked tonight! And it wasn't Joe's fault. Too many fucking assholes! God damn it! I'm sorry, but god damn it! The whistles killed the crowd! The beatdown before was great, and the match started and sucked balls! Buzz was anticlimactic because Joe's on SmackDown now! Damn it. 6.0 for this one. Took away a few points for only one really good match. One good match with a shitty ending. And the rest of the match were like hit and miss. Some good finishes on okay matches. But let's start with our pre-show match was not even made until like 2 days ago. Bayley against Wwe Riott with the Riott Squad intel, including Jersey's own Liv Morgan. And of course Sarah Logan. But Bayley would not have Sasha Banks in the corner. They did have a backstage video about their friendship still torn beyond repair. About Bayley now wanting Sasha in her corner after Bayley refused to talk to Sasha for weeks about being in her corner in Sasha's match against the Riott Squad last week on Raw. With Riott specifically on Raw. Would we beat Sasha? Could she beat Bayley? Where Sasha refused to be in Bayley's corner, but they had to go alone against Riott Squad. Yes, like in the Sasha match, we saw lots of interference from Logan and Morgan. An okay little match. Bayley did a Bayley thing. You know, Wwe did her thing. Wwe's improving a lot. You know, and she looked good against Sasha on Monday. And she looked good again against Bayley, for the most part. Some big moves. As Bayley was making a comeback, trying to set up the big belly to belly, she got distracted from Liv Morgan. Kicked her off the apron. And Wwe took advantage of that distraction. Delivered the Riott kick and the surprising 1-2-3 victory for Wwe Riott. So, yes, Wwe Riott beat both Sasha and Bayley in a week. Yet, with help from a squad. But still, big moves for Wwe, doing big things more than she did on SmackDown Live. So, still getting minimal reaction, but still, to build her up, she's improving a lot. Like I said, she looked good against Charlotte at Fastlane. She looked good against Sasha on Raw. It looked decent against Bayley. Still gets a 2.5 though. So now on to the opening match and the absolute best match of the night. For the second pay-per-view in a row, the Intercontinental Championship match is the opener. And I'm not talking about the greatest Royal Rumble. It's a glorified house show. But I'm talking about the last two real pay-per-views. Mania and this, having the IC title match. Last Mania was a triple threat. And now here, it's one-on-one. The Miz, now on SmackDown. And Miz to odds less. He tried to get them back together. Despite the, even with Miz on SmackDown is multi-branded, so he was trying to rely on them that come out, but they never did. They had a little backstage vignette during the pre-show with them saying that they're done. They're on SmackDown. They're not on SmackDown with Miz. So, who knows what they're going to do with Bo and Axel. Trying to jump on people's bandwagons. We're glad we didn't see him in this one. Seth Rollins against Miz. Awesome match. Really good opener. Seth Rollins has been on a roll lately. He's had a hell of a 2018. Having good matches on Raw and on pay-per-views. Especially following an awesome match against Finn Balor last week on Raw, which was the main event. Really good one. Yeah, this being the opener. And a great back and forth action. Great sequences. The turning point of the match, after lots of back and forth, was Seth was going for the Evolution knee, aka the V-trigger, onto Miz on the outside. Miz ducked out of the way, and Seth's knee hit the post. And that knee will be targeted throughout the rest of the match, including Figure 4 for the Miz. It was like so much great spots and so many great sequences, especially the sequence Miz was trying so hard to do the Skull Crusher finale. And there was a great sequence to finally doing the Skull Crusher finale. And there was a beautiful Fog Splash from Seth Rollins in that match. And this was just exciting. The crowd was into it. Great spots. Both guys were going for their finishers. Like I said, Miz did do Skull Crusher finale once. We even saw Seth almost do the curb stomp from the whoop, from the middle whoop. That would have been awesome if he would have done it. But Miz ducked down the way. We did see the Falcon Arrow. That was one of my favorite things. Like Seth was going for the Falcon Arrow, and then Miz counted it into the Skull Crusher finale. That was a great spot. And then it's like great efforts from the Miz, who looked awesome in this match. So did the champion. The champion got the win with a curb stomp in the 1-2-3 victory for Seth Rollins. I'll give this a 4.3. I was going to give it a 4.0, but after seeing the rest of the matches in the card, this gets a 4.3. Best match of the night by far. The most exciting match. And the best match with a good finish. And not a screwy one. So, there you go. So, after this, like Battleground 2017, the rest of the pay-per-view would take a slow, steady decline. Some little happiness in there, but a lot of This was the start of it. Nia Jax defending her Raw Women's Championship against Alexa Bliss in a WrestleMania rematch. Had a little decent little build to it. The moment of Bliss things, they're going to get it over because there was a sign in the crowd that says, "Can I get a moment with Bliss?" Moment of Bliss. That was a different moment with Bliss. Can a one-night stand? Too bad Extreme Rules is now no longer one-night stand. That was the original name. Anyway, Nia Jax's title reign is off to a little bit of a rocky start. Despite her finally getting the gold after being in the company for a couple of years and improving a lot and not being as stiff as she used to be. Her title reign's been up and down for the early part, especially this match, having her come from behind. She's supposed to be a dominant beast, yet they gave Bliss a lot of offense tonight. Especially some vicious moves against Nia on the outside, banging her head against the steps, and even trying to choke her out a couple times with some sleeper holds. After numerous attempts, like Bliss would counter every attempt of the Samoan drop, especially off the middle rope the same way Bliss lost the title at Mania. By the way, no Mickie James tonight. So Alexa would go alone against Nia. Match was okay. A little bit better than the Mania match, but that's not saying much. Especially having Jax, having Bliss have more offense. But a couple times trying to go for a Bliss DDT, and even once I go for Tristan Bliss. But then I think that's the finish. Was she was going for Tristan Bliss, and then she got caught by Nia and went for the Samoan drop in the victory for Nia Jax retaining the title. And the crowd was kind of booing it, especially booing Nia's promo. She gave a little celebratory promo about saying whoever's different, don't let anyone put you down. Because Nia is kind of like the role model for that. Despite some of the storyline being fat shaming and Alexa being a bully, then turning it around saying Nia was the bully. Seeing Nia with the championship is kind of good. See a big woman champion. It is a cool little move there. Match itself was okay, 2.3. I hope this feud ends and Nia can go on to feud with somebody else. Maybe an MMA feud. Maybe a Wwe Wyatt feud, because Wwe's getting some big wins over both Sasha and Bayley. So who knows? Maybe we'll see Wwe Wyatt go up for the women's title. Makes sense. He's got some momentum, beating 2 former Raw Women's Champions in a week with help from a squad. But I would not be surprised if we see a Wwe Wyatt squad beatdown of Nia Jax tomorrow night. We shall see. Now on to our next matchup for the United States Championship. Jeff Hardy, still with this Hardy Boys theme, not his old solo theme, despite teasing it on Twitter. Maybe I'll get the theme back later. There's people wanting his old solo theme back. I think there was a petition to get it back. But not tonight. Maybe it'll come back eventually. But we had Jeff Hardy defending his title against Randy Orton. Match had a few weeks to build. Orton got the rematch, even though he should have got an automatic rematch. He had to fight for the rematch, which we thought initially was going to be Orton Jinder 5. But then Jinder got traded up the wall, lost to Hardy. Hardy brought back the title. This match was decent. Orton did his Orton thing, being slow and methodical for the most part, having a lot of rest holds. At least there was less rest holds in this than in the main event tonight. Main event, a lot of rest holds. Like I said in the beginning. Orton went for his vicious moves, power slam, and even a couple of times trying to go for the Hangman DDT. But then he did hit it eventually. And Hardy, both guys went for the moves eventually, the big moves. Like Hardy went for the Twisted Fate a couple of times. And obviously we saw numerous attempts of Orton trying to do the RKO. But never connected RKO to nowhere. But he got nailed as we got to the finish. He got nailed with a Twisted Fate out of nowhere. And a Swanton bomb from Hardy. And 1-2-3 victory for Hardy. A 2.7. The match was okay for what it was. So maybe we didn't see Shelton Benjamin get involved. He should be the U.S. title picture. Maybe he will now. Or maybe this feud will continue. Who knows? Because we only had a few weeks to build. Because like I said earlier in the video, Backlash didn't get a lot of hype because everyone was focused more on the greatest Royal Rumble event in Saudi Arabia. So, there you go with that. I'll give it a little match. Not bad. Not good. In the middle. Let's move on. To a very funny segment. This was pretty good, actually. Despite the pay-per-view being more hit and miss, there was some decent stuff after the first match. And this was one of them. An Elias segment. So as Elias was singing his song, dedicated to Bruce Springsteen, which got a obituary Bruce chant, and the crowd was like really giving it to Elias. He was getting a lot of heat, especially making fun of Jersey, saying silence your cell phones, and everyone kept applauding, and he was like, I'm leaving, and he kept leaving, like, he left this chair for a minute, and when he left this chair, everyone was like, yay! Went back to the chair, boo, yay, boo, yay, boo. He went back to his chair, trying to sing a song anyway, and they got interrupted by the New Day of all people. Hey, multi-branded pay-per-view, so we had the New Day come out with Biggie wearing a big giant high school drum thing, and started doing the New Day Rocks thing. And then gave the interaction I've been begging for months. I said it a couple months. I said it. They should have had it in the Rumble, Survivor Series. I could have said this, that they should have an interaction between Aiden English and Elias. That interaction finally happened tonight. As of course, Aiden English would interrupt. Because Elias, every time he got interrupted by somebody, he tried to get the lights back down and make JoJo say, "Ladies and gentlemen, Elias again." And every time he tried to put the lights back down, someone else would interrupt him. And that's how it segued to the in English interruption. Which of course eventually led to Rusev Day! Love that interaction. You know, Aiden was saying, I thought 6 men? No. And Elias kept frustrated every time someone interrupted him. This is a fun segment. This is very entertaining. But the interaction was priceless, especially with Elias and Aiden finally interacting with each other. And then, like, Rusev had one of the best lines of the night, saying that he called the Elias a bootleg Bob Dylan. That was awesome. There's Elias was starting again. For some reason, no one else there interrupted him. We didn't see Baron Corbin, but still. You came up with the conga line, which added Titus Woodwine, Titus O'Neil, who did not slip tonight, Apollo Crews, Dana Brooke, and the Fashion Police was with them. So then Elias lapped it off and tried to sing again. Had one more interruption. The glorious Bobby Roode popping out of nowhere, delivering the glorious DDT, getting some of his heat back after losing to Elias 2 weeks in a row. Well, technically once, the second week. I thought he was going to, I said in my one review last week that when they had Elias Roode rematch, I thought they were going to have Roode win to get his heat back. 50-50 booking. But he got taken out with a big hit to the steps, and he got taken out after the match as well. He recovered quickly enough to attack Elias tonight and celebrated with the faces, walking out with New Day, No Way Jose, and trucking with New Day. This is why he should be a heel, people. Anyway, fun segment, though. Very entertaining segment. Some would say too long, especially pay-per-view. Went over a half hour, but still a very entertaining segment. Seeing everyone interact, especially Elias and English. Finally interacting. So then we're on to our next matchup. The first SmackDown, well, second SmackDown match of the evening, because we just had a US title match. And then we have Bryan in his first singles match since his medically cleared return against Big Cass. A lot of people were questioning these two feuding. To have Bryan's first major feud back in the company, being cleared and everything. Not against The Miz, at least they're saving it for SummerSlam, thank God. That's where it deserves to be. It deserves to be on a big pay-per-view instead of being raised down a C-list pay-per-view, B-list pay-per-view. Well, some will say C-list, but still. Because we need an A-list pay-per-view for an A-lister like The Miz and Daniel Bryan, who's not. What's that phrase Triple H call him? An average guy or a steady hand. Like a B guy. He's not a B-list guy, Triple H. But he set him up with a B-list guy like Big Cass. Because people, like I said, people were not happy about Big Cass being Bryan's big feud. He did have a good promo on Miz TV, but then he kind of wasted about that midget promo on SmackDown last week. So the match itself was okay. Big Cass gets some big moves and big taunting. God, his shoulders probably, he did this a lot. Beat down Bryan, beat him down a few times. And Corey had one of the best commentary lines saying that, "Hey, Big Cass, stop showboating. Beat up on Bryan. If you want attention, go to TMZ." Is that a Kanye diss? Because Kanye's been making news lately? Okay. Only political thing. No going any further. Anywho, as Big Cass uses big height and weight to his advantage, because he is 7 foot tall. You can't teach that. We did hear some We Want Insult chants. We are in Jersey, after all, the home of Enzo. And it's been almost a year since they broke up. So, because Big Cass did put D-Bry in like a semi-torture rack in the middle of the match. But then D-Bry came back with his big fast moves, big dives, the kicks. He was carrying the match, basically. But they got beaten down a little bit by Cass some more, including a couple big clotheslines from Cass. We almost saw the, what's that boot? The Liberty boot? My dad liked that boot they used to call it. Oh, the Empire Elbow. That's right, like the Empire Elbow. We didn't see that, but we see some big boots. But then, after a big boot attempt was missed by Big Cass, D-Bry would try to suck him into the yes lock. Numerous attempts. He had him down the ground in the position, crossface position, but he kept hammering elbows. And he finally got the yes lock in. And Big Cass went all SAWFD soft by tapping out within 5 seconds of being put in the hold. So D-Bry wins the battle. Big Cass kind of won the war by attacking D-Bry after the match. So they both got over. D-Bry won the match, but the feud's continuing, sadly. This match is like no heat at all. A little bit of heat, There is kind of legit story because Big Cass did get cleared the day that Bryan got cleared. Because I remember I was at a casino trip when I read that Bryan got cleared. I was like, wow. And then the same day, Big Cass did get cleared, but it was an afterthought. Kind of like this pay-per-view was after the first match. Anyway, 2.4. These are matches. D-Bry looked good in his first singles match back. He needs better worker to work with, but hey, he's trying to get Big Cass some rub on. He's giving the rub by letting him do his heel thing. And he's a good heel. If we did hear Casshole, because I didn't hear asshole chants, but I think we got more Casshole chants, because that was a thing last year. Now it's still a thing. Now on to our next matchup. We went from Big Cass to his ex in the SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella defending against the Queen Charlotte. This match was okay. As we know, Carmella is not as good of a worker as Charlotte. Kind of like what D-Bry had to do with Big Cass. Carmella would have to get the rub from Charlotte having to work the match because she was the better worker. But after Carmella kind of out-wrestled, but man, the fucking screaming in that match. I can see why people don't like Carmella screaming. And I can probably tell and probably understand why many people probably pressed the mute button. At least it wasn't Jillian Hall singing. Anyway, that was an obscure reference. And I get more obscure references than Ian Riccaboni on Ring of Honor. He does Wild and Crazy Kids references. Points for that. Even saying the names of the hosts. W. Jeffco, Jessica Gaines, and Omar Gooding. Points to you. Internet Chavez, too. Anyway, you did see a lot of ass holds in this match as much as the main event. And Carmella was screaming the whole time. Especially like, come on, Charlotte. Like, I'm money. Like, what was her catchphrase? Like she kept saying like the same phrase over and over again. Like, I'm money or something. I forgot what she said. But anyway, after a little hold spots, Charlotte came back with some big moves. A spear at one point. But then she got nailed face first against the wing post by Carmella. Come on to the double knees at one point, into the moonwalk, and that's when Charlotte did a spear. But then Charlotte strung up for the figure eight before being turned into the cone of silence. Haven't seen that in a while. Carmella's submission move. But then Charlotte would count out of that. And we get pinned by Carmella, a pin attempt, but then rolled out of it. But then the finish came as Charlotte was going for one of her big moonsaults. But landed awkwardly on her ankle. Carmella would take advantage of that leg cramping up during the landing of Charlotte's missed moonsault. Chop blocked it, wound up Charlotte. 1, 2, 3. Carmella wins. Clean. With no interference. No Ellsworth, thank God. But more importantly, no Iconics. I thought we were going to see the Iconics interfere. We didn't see them during the pre-show. But happily and surprisingly, we did not see an Iconics interference. And Carmella won clean. Soda with the chop block to Sean's knee after the missed moonsault. 2.7, that was decent. Maybe overrating it a little bit. But the screams, God. People complained about the screams last week doing SmackDown. And now, understandable complaint. You know, I mean, Carmella's got to step up her game as champion. You know, I mean, it would have been better to see Asuka Charlotte too. Yes. Instead of this match. And Carmella being champion. Maybe she not have it long though. But at least, hey, she's champion now. Maybe Asuka would have been mine to make. And finally win the title. Unlike what she did not do in Mania. Speaking of Japanese wrestlers who failed to win at WrestleMania, on to a rematch for that Japanese wrestler to get another shot at the title. It was Shinsuke Nakamura once again challenging the phenomenal one, AJ Styles' newly healed Nakamura with new remakes of his theme in a no DQ match, especially stemming from the screwy finish of their match at the Greatest Royal Rumble event. This match was good until the finish. Better than the Mania match, again. It was a nice little burn like the Rumble match. Once it got going, got exciting. Big striking from AJ, numerous knees from Nakamura. Both guys were going for the big finishers. Nakamura did do a Kinshasa kind of knee strike from the top rope. AJ did numerous attempts at the Styles Clash. And almost did a phenomenal fall on the outside. But never happened. Turning Point came with the first weapon. Because it was like no DQ, like we need weapons. The first weapon was brought in. Which was a steel chair. The turning point came when AJ blocked an attempt at the Kinshasa from Nakamura by throwing a steel chair at Nakamura's knee. But AJ got hurt too because when the chair bounced at Nakamura's knee, the chair bounced the knee, then bounced back into AJ's face, busting him wide open at the cheek. Thank God we didn't stop the match. You know, blood was pouring out of AJ. And I see the replay, I was like, wow. When I saw AJ bleeding, I was like, what happened? Then I realized, and then seeing the replay later, I realized, wow, the chair, and AJ threw that chair at Nakamura. The chair hit him in the face. And then big back and forth striking. And then we got to see the Pin Casa, as people have been calling it. Nakamura once again, no blow to AJ, which was legal. And AJ finally got his one-uppance. He got a low blow on Nakamura in revenge. Still not wearing a cup. They need to use that in that storyline. And then, more back and forth action, ball on the outside. Some big kicks, especially Inzaguri from Nakamura, then leading to the Pele from AJ. He did have the calf crusher at one point. The calf crusher got turned into a triangle. And then the finish. Both went Rochambeau. Took each other to Dick Kick City. Quoting Bryan Zayn there. Kicking each other in the nuts. And despite the fact there was no DQ, I thought to myself, in the back of my mind, I was like, we do have no DQs in this match. But, because I saw him on the outside a little bit, I was like, we got no DQs. They didn't say anything about no countouts. Countouts was still legal. And unfortunately, we had another screwy ending. Another double countout. And people like me, it got leaked the warning order of the pay-per-view. We found out this match was not going to be a main event. Over a non-title woman match. Going to make woman look strong yet again. In a non-title match that doesn't mean anything. Like I said earlier, Joe's on SmackDown, so it doesn't have any stakes. But I'm kind of happy this match was the main event because we had a shitty finish. By the way, I've seen maybe a shitty finish than seeing a Roman Reigns match. Main event doesn't make it through. 3.5. Take away a few points from the ending. Maybe the last match will have no DQ, no count. Maybe we have the last Main City match. But at least some sort of big match. You know, some people question the booking of this feud because this feud should have been amazing. Two amazing workers, and somehow the feud's been okay in many people's eyes. Especially, you know, match of Mania didn't live up to the hype. The match is better than the Rumble event in Saudi Arabia, despite a shitty finish. And once again, we had a good match here, better than Mania, but another shitty finish. Maybe the final match would be the best match of the bunch. That's what we're praying for. Because we always say sometimes when people get together in WWE's bookings, like, let WWE don't fuck this up. And they fucked up a lot of things. Ask the Revival, ask the Ascension, ask a lot of people. And this should have been a no fuck up situation for WWE. And it has been, for the most part, up and down. But at least I'm liking Shinsuke heel, though. I'm liking Shinsuke's heel. Hopefully the next match will be the best. And have a non-shitty finish. Now on to our next matchup. A match that belonged on Raw. And it was a rematch of a match on Raw last week. It was a palate cleanser match because of his placement. And by the time this match was on, it was like, what, 10:40? I was like, shit, we're going over. We're going over tonight. I did hear rumors that this baby was going to go over anyway. But damn it, it went over. Anyway. We had Braun Strowman and his, I keep reiterating this, the man who should have been his tag team partner at Mania, not some 10-year-old named Nicholas, Bobby Lashley, against KO and Sami. Filler match, okay. And it was booked just like the match on Raw 2 weeks ago. Bobby Lashley got tagged in first, got some big moves in. They got Iceland in the corner, got the hack tag from Strowman, got a big pop, destroyed Kevin Owens again with those short attackers because we got Andy didn't do that first. I'm like, we're not going to see these short attackers tonight from KO, who sells them awesomely on the outside. Then, never mind, he did it. And then Sami Zayn got his ass kicked from Strowman, and he was ready to powder out, get counted out. But then KO was like, we stand, we fight. He shoves Sim back in to get annihilated. And then KO gets tossed in. They go back and forth by tossing each other back in and get destroyed by Strowman. Kevin would bench slap Sami. They would get into an argument. And then KO would get fed to a running power slam and a vertical suplex from Lashley in the victory to the faces. And then we had a post-match beatdown, including Sami eating both moves. See what happens with KO and Sami's relationship from here after this match. I thought they were going to do this and then suck them to win. That's what I thought at first. I thought it was going to be a calculated plan. Like these two are going to hate each other, slap each other around, and then get the win. By distracting the faces like, ha ha, food you motherfuckers. I thought that was the plan, but it wasn't happening. So there you go, actually, I give this 2.3. I'll say this already. Main event gets 2.0. Anyway, let's get to that main event. Roman Reigns against Samoa Joe. We knew this match did not belong to main event, especially with both guys on separate brands. Now Samoa Joe's now on SmackDown, so it didn't mean anything. If he would have won, it didn't matter. And it was once again trying to make Roman look strong, especially after losing at Mania and losing at the GRR. The GRR, because Roman wins Saudi Arabia needs his heat back. And he almost didn't get it because Roman Reigns this is the only good part of the match. Both guys bought from the get-go. Bell didn't win yet, and Joe would destroy Roman Reigns on the outside, including delivering a nasty Uranagi on the table. And then the match started. Never really picked up the action because we had a lot of wrestles. Like I said, a lot of fucking wrestles. That's what sucked the air because there's not a lot of action in the match. And the crowd turned. I read a lot of reports on social media. I was on social media during this match. A lot of people were leaving. There was beat the traffic chants, CM Punk chants, get over it, people. Rusev Day chants. And it just dragged. It was another shitty woman main event. That's what I said earlier in the beginning of the video. Never put woman in the main event again for a while because the main event of Mania sucked. And this main event sucked too. There's too many rest holds. This match, another action. Joe did get some moves in to Big X, including a muscle buster teaser. Even if he would have nailed it, the crowd would still be fucking dead. Bliss almost pulled it out. Hey, if they can lift the ban on the curb stomp, lift the ban on the muscle buster. Yeah, this is the career of Tyson Kidd. But I think he'd also let AJ use the Styles Clash after him injuring Yoshitatsu in New Japan. They could use it there. They could use a Muscle Buster. But it was cool to see the Muscle Buster teaser. That was a cool little tease. Then you got to get a clutch in. And Roman almost got suckered down. But then, of course, no matter what you do, Roman kicks out at 2. And then that spear. Super punch attempts, but then, like I said, I think the finish was a spear. And the 1-2-3 victory for Roman Reigns 2.0. Like I said, shitty way to end the night, especially after such a great opener. The pay-per-view had a slow, steady decline, and some little moments like the Alliance segment in the AJ Nakamura match, despite the shitty ending. Then this was an overall shitty ending to the pay-per-view. I would rather take an like AJ Nakamura having a shitty finish, having to be the lasting image of the pay-per-view. We've seen shitty finishes on pay-per-views before, like Lesnar match at SummerSlam against Taker, his match against Orton at SummerSlam 2016. That's why I said never put Lesnar main event again, which they did, and it sucked. And he also had a woman to blame too. And then we had like Bryan Randy Orton shitty finish at a pay-per-view in 2013. So we've seen shitty finishes before and pay-per-views. Maybe we would have taken that instead of taking another woman's shitty main event. So there you go with that. So that's my thoughts on this pay-per-view 6.0. It was like Battleground all over again. First match is the best match, and it, like I said, pay-per-view declined into that. Slow but steady decline. Little moments, but then a shitty overall finish. So, there you go. Let's play Money Bank's better. But probably Dominion's going to kick Money Bank's ass, especially with Okada Omega form. No time limit. The best 2 out of 3 falls. 7-star rating coming from Meltzer. Anyway. That is it for my Backlash review. Thank you so much for watching. With that in mind, you've been attacked by the review from Zach. See you later. Bye-bye.